Hi there. I wanted to thank you for stopping by and just record a personal message to you as you peruse this website. Um, so what I really wanted to say was that first thing is that you're probably dealing with anxiety right now, or panic, or worry, or some other kind of distressing symptom. And the important thing to know about those things is that they are not abnormal. They are in fact, integral part of being a human being. If you didn't have those things, you would not be here today. Um, this goes back evolutionarily to the earliest stages of humans where we needed some kind of threat system, some kind of alarm system to make us aware of things in our environment that might be dangerous. And that is a very normal, integral part of being human. You unfortunately just have too much of it right now. It's sort of like a car alarm. The car alarm is needed to, alert you if somebody's trying to break in. But unfortunately, sometimes the car alarm goes off when it doesn't need to. And it can be annoying, it can be very distressing. But the main thing to realize is that when you understand the car alarm, it no longer becomes so bothersome. So that's really the next thing I wanted to discuss, which is that anxiety in and of itself is not bad. It's an experience of certain symptoms, certain feelings, certain thoughts, certain sensations. And what the process of treatment is learning to reinterpret and recontextualize what those things mean. Right now, when you experience some of these sensations, you probably feel like it's an indicator that something very bad is going to happen, or that you need to do something immediately to get rid of it. And that's actually not the case. Each of these symptoms in and of themselves are not dangerous. Put together, they can be very overwhelming, but if you can learn to experience these things in a way where your brain begins to realize that they are part of sort of an overactive threat alarm system, then you can learn to reinterpret what those things mean. So being anxious or getting worried or experiencing a panic attack does not necessarily mean that something bad is going to happen. It does not mean that something dangerous is occurring. All it means is that you're experiencing certain physical responses, certain psychological responses. And that's a big portion of the process, is learning to reframe what these things mean. Now, once you do that, what oftentimes happens is the experience of the symptoms begins to decrease, because a lot of times the secondary reaction to what you're experiencing initially, whether it be a thought that comes up or a certain body sensation that's related to fear or anxiety, once you experience those things, the response that you have to them, indicating danger, is what actually perpetuates them and makes them continue to occur. So when you recontextualize them, you reinterpret what they mean, you actually end up experiencing less of them. And so that is, in a very small nutshell, what it means to do some sort of psychological treatment for anxiety. Last thing I wanted to mention is that to keep hopeful in this process. I know it's overwhelming. I know it's a difficult thing to deal with anxiety, any kind of overwhelming emotion, but it is changeable, and it is something that can be shaped for your benefit, as opposed to something that is going to hinder your life. And it will take some time, it will take some work and effort to get there, but it is very doable, and it is something that I would encourage you to seek out if that is something you're able to do at this time. That is really the first, maybe the most important step in getting better, is seeking out help. That initial step towards reaching out to somebody, whether it be a psychologist, nurse, mental health professional, therapist, doctor, even a family member or friend. Just initiating that process is the biggest first step. And doing that will allow you to get to that point you need to get to. So thank you very much for stopping by. If you have any questions, I encourage you to contact me, and I look forward to meeting you.